Every week, we put together a list of 5 new single-issue comic books that we're super excited about and think that you guys will love, either because of entertainment value or potential monetary value for your comic book collection. I'm Brandon, and it's time for the new Comic Book Day Top 5. Okay, so before we get into things, if you haven't already done so, I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoy our content, be sure to hit the bell. And if you could, leave a thumbs up and a comment on this video. We're giving away some really cool comic book prize packs, but we'll get into that a bit later. So without further ado, here is about 20 to 30 bucks worth of comic book goodness that you can indulge in this new Comic Book Day. Alright, so coming in at number 5, we have Black Hammer Justice League Hammer of Justice number 2. You know, I absolutely loved issue number 1, but now that I think about it, of course I did. I'm literally this book's target audience. I love Justice League, I love the Black Hammer universe. Of course this is for me. And what a perfect crux for the first issue to end on and the second issue to jump off from. I don't think I'm giving anything away, because if you read the solicitations or just happen to bump into any kind of Black Hammer Justice League information on the internet, you know where I'm going with this. I want to see how the Green Lanterns and Colonel Weird get involved. This is shaping up to be a really, really awesome crossover between Dark Horse and DC Comics. So at number 5 on our list, it is Black Hammer Justice League number 2 from Dark Horse Comics and DC Comics. Alright, so next up at number 4, it is the Immortal Hulk issue number 1 director's cut. Now part of me is a little upset with this because I'm thinking, wow, Marvel is literally going to bleed every cent out of us on the backs of this phenomenal Immortal Hulk run. But the other part of me is screaming, take my money! It's a re-released director's cut style special edition with added bonus materials for arguably some of the best storytelling done in recent memory with one of the greatest characters in the Marvel Universe. For $5.99, I feel like it's a no-brainer. So at number 4 this week, it's Immortal Hulk number 1 director's cut from Marvel Comics. Okay, so at number 3, it's Unearth number 2 from Image Comics. Cullen Bunn is a writer who would make most creative types jealous solely on the basis of the amount of work he's able to juggle at one time. But what I really love about Unearth is how it's showing off his collaborative capabilities. His work with Kyle Strahm, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and Baldemar Rivas, which I'm also hoping I'm pronouncing right, is astounding. If you haven't read the first issue of this book, it certainly has a unique feel, but also it harkens back to a lot of classic sci-fi and horror tropes. And for God's sakes, guys, don't go in the caves. Why are you going in the caves? Have you not seen any freaking horror or sci-fi movie since like 1982? Anyway, it's a good book with some really compelling characters. Highly recommend you check it out this week. So our number 3 pick is Unearth number 2 from Image Comics. So next up at number 2, we have Miles Morales Spider-Man number 9. And man, this new story arc is bonkers cool. I'm absolutely loving it. It's doing some heavy lifting with putting Miles in situations that are new to him as a character and introducing some wickedly interesting antagonists that I can only hope find their way to future stories. It genuinely feels like each issue of this book gets better and better. So here's hoping this trend continues upwards, because I am absolutely on the Miles Morales train. Saladin Ahmed is just killing it, the writing in this book. But in any case, at number 2, it's Miles Morales Spider-Man number 9 from Marvel Comics. Okay, so what's at number 1 this week? Is it going to be an Absolute Carnage tie-in? Is it going to be Powers of 10? Detective Comics is starting a new arc. Gideon Falls is ending an arc. There's a lot of cool spec books out there this week. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to go with your heart. And for me, number 1 this week is Road of Bones, number 4 of 4 from IDW Publishing. You know I love books that are an absolute subversion of my expectations, and this book has done it. It's visually stunning, the story is compelling, it borrows from a lot of classic lore and puts us in a time that maybe we're not comfortable in or don't know a lot about, and makes us feel for characters who probably we shouldn't even feel for. If you haven't been reading Road of Bones, it's on issue 4 now, it's the final issue. Go back, check out issues 1 through 3. Get this book this week. It's well worth it. And I don't know about you, but Rich Dweck and Alex Cormack are officially on my radar. I've loved Alex Cormack's work on Sync, and I think the future is bright for these two creators who are clearly on the rise. So at number 1 this week, it's Road of Bones, number 4 of 4 from IDW Publishing. There's so many things to consider when putting together these lists, whether it be low print runs and cool variants, great stories, first appearances, landmark issues. Maybe they're just really awesome books. No matter what kind of escape you're looking for, we always say you can find it in comic books. So get out to your local comic book shop or hit up explodingearths.com and dive into some of the best stories around. Let us know if you find something that you like on our list and leave us your own reading suggestions in the comments below. So that's it for this week. We'll see you again next week with another top 5 list, but until then, have a happy new comic book day.